Hey guys, and welcome to a binary trading session. Today is Wednesday the 19th. It's about 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So right now what you're looking at on your screen is an alert on AUDUSD. I set these alerts for when I feel price is going to reverse at a certain point. So where you see bear, it's according to every market structure in the world. There's bulls and bears. Bulls meaning price is going up, bears meaning it's going down. So I just got this alert about 5 minutes ago. I took the trade and I actually won it. So what we're going to do is we're going to click here on AUDUSD. This is Australian against the US dollar. And what we got here, I had the alert here, which it's gray right now. And being that it's gray, that means it already activated. So that's why it sent the alert. So the second I took it, I think it was right here. On USD pairs, I like to do 3-minute trades because they are super volatile. So if we look here, price went up to the 300 level. So on the binary side, we only use the last 3 digits to identify a number or a point of reversal. So we look right here on the time, it says 17:55 on the UTC time, which is right here. That's not important. The main thing I want to get to here is just identifying certain points. So again, we're gonna look here. The time was 17:55, so I'm gonna go here to the 1 minute. So 17:55 area, when it came up here, where are we? Well, that was on a 5 minute, so it's gotta be somewhere in this general area. So it hit here, and it went as high as 308. I actually took a trade around there, so I was able to clear it because I actually got a better entry than the 700. But even if I were to have got the 700, I may have still been in the trade and cleared it. But being that I went for 3 minutes, I went right up here at 308. Price came back down and it closed right at the 700, where you see this blue bar. This blue bar means that price went up. The whites are meaning that it went down. So if I took it here, 1 minute later, it went as low as this and closed here. Down to 3 minutes, it made all this move right here. So 3 minutes, it was still below my entry, which was there, and I'll actually mark that for you right now. So I took, where you see this blue bar that this blue line that I just put, that was my entry. As soon as it hit, it had a minute of time to work in this area, meaning it closed here. Next one, it opened here, went as high as here, and ultimately ended down here. The following candle opened right here, went all the way as high as here in this wick, but closed here. The next one opened here, came down as low as this, went all the way up there, but ended here. So in general, at a 3-minute trade, even though it closed here, it was below my entry. And being that I had taken a bear, meaning a put or a sell, for 3 minutes, that trade closed in profit. So I opened a account here just for educational purposes, and I will try to bring this to my screen. Yeah, oops. So if I just go back in time, I was only taking 10-minute trades. So $10 trades. So you can barely see it, but I got this entry at around 308. I go back. Yeah, it was around here. or which one was it? That's where it ended, my bad, because time's gone on a little bit. Yeah, so I got this trade at the 308 here, price came down, stayed here, and anyways, it closed at this level here. So that resulted in a $6 profit. And this account here is just for educational purposes. Yeah, so you see it ended right here. I took a sell up here, price went all the way down as you saw it on the chart. It tried to go back up, but came back down and really respected that level. So this ended up in a profitable trade. So again, this is a $10 trade. Being on, you know, whatever pair you pick. So right here we have like the euro against the yen, the euro against the GBP, the Canadian, or the Swiss franc, the Canadian, the Australian. I'll get into a little bit more about the currency pairs, how they work, what I like to look for in the markets, but for educational purposes, just trying to show everyone how this type of trading works is binary options. So what I like to do is I like to go through my chart starting at the very beginning. I like to start off with the Australians. I have everything in alphabetical order, and it's all for a specific reason, and there's certain things I look for. So generally speaking, you see a lot of numbers here. Well, what does that mean? Well, it just means the value of a currency against another currency. So let me make this a little bit easier for you guys to understand if you don't know by now. So this is the US dollar against the Japanese yen. This is one of the most popular currencies. It's a major pair, meaning it's one of the most traded pairs. So currently, if we look at our chart here, it's at 114.279. Well, what does that mean? That means that for $1, one US dollar, it's worth 114.283 yen. Okay, so when we trade these pairs, all we're looking for is where price has been and potentially where it's going. So a couple of things that I do is I add on a few indicators, and I'll be more than glad to show everyone what these indicators are, what my settings are, and what these indicators do is help me identify a certain point where price is going to reverse. So right now, if you see this in the short term, we're going in a downtrend. Well, I'm looking for certain things in my indicator to say it's going to go back up now. Okay, so that's what those are for. This was potentially a good area for support and resistance, but it hasn't dropped that low. So on my Bollinger Bands, I have an EMA and an exponential moving average. It's just the middle of the Bollinger Band. And most times when it gets to that point, it's either going to respect it and drop, or it's just going to blow past it. Well, as I could tell, for the last couple of hours, the Canadian has been stronger than the Swiss franc. So I'm looking for possible areas to go up. So right here you saw this big bearish engulfing candle, and I'm gonna mark this just really quick. Actually, I'll make a zone out of it. So I'm gonna get that old high there and this high over here. And that's how you identify a zone. Okay, well, why'd I do that? If price is above it, why would I be marking it? Well, this, which was once resistance, meaning price goes up, it resists it, came down, went up, resisted it, came down. Eventually, when it breaks, this old resistance becomes support. So the second that price goes to this level, it's gonna work as support, meaning not let it go below it, at least for a while. And what do you think happens? Well, price will come down to this level and then go up. Now, what I'm looking for is 289 or 290. Let's kind of expand on this a little bit. And again, you have wicks all over the place. That doesn't mean anything. What means a thing to me is where the candles actually respected, or the points of reversals were. So the wicks, I mean, they're important, like if you're on the 1 minute chart, but on the 5 minute, I really don't care for them. So I could, being that this is CAD Chief, I could actually be comfortable in taking a 5 minute trade. And I have another strong level right here. So I can take a possible idea at the 296, and what I'm looking for is the top of that box, because it's not random. It's about 295, 296. I mean, actually, okay, all I did was line it up to the top of that one, and I have it lined up to the bottom of this. So now I can remove this. Actually, I'm just gonna put it right at the very edge so it tells me my possible entries. Okay, so what I'm looking for now, which I will put some arrows, so I'm looking for an area to go up here and another area right here. And we see there's two different prices. Now, the one candle can actually go to the 296 and just reverse, just go straight back up at that area, or it could go as low as the 289. So some traders will look for one of the levels for sure, meaning like the 296, and they're done. Or if it drops below that, they'll do what's called a rollover on a broker, and all that means is you're buying more time. So what that is you enter a trade. Say you're in a trade for $10 and you hit the rollover button. Well, it's going to give you a little bit more time. However, once it actually goes into I think it's 2/3 the time. You have 2/3 of the time on your, let me just show you here. So say you enter a trade, and I'll do this on purpose. I'm gonna lose $1 on purpose, but let me see what this chart looks like. Come on. Okay. Oh, why are you doing that? Oh, my chart's not up. This is the actual broker. It's doing something for a weird reason. So I'll refresh that. Oops, my bad. Let me move this over here because I can't show the screen when it's on here. Yeah, so this type of trading, there's people, all the SEC and the financial institutions that regulate binary options, well, they're very about giving other people ideas and making money, and again, that's not a good thing to them. For me, I'm trying to just show you something. I mean, I could show you something at $1 and it's not going to be a big deal, but if you're literally showing someone how you make a lot more, well, they frown upon it. So again, we're looking for okay, so let's just say, let me look at the chart really quick, and what's a good one? That one is being weird. Let's go to GBP JPY. So I'm gonna go here, go to my chart, I'm gonna find GBP JPY. Yeah, that shouldn't get down there anytime soon. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the 1 minute chart. I actually have an alarm there. Okay, I see somewhat of an engulfing candle. Okay, I'm gonna do just a 1 minute call. I should have taken it here, but it's okay. So what the rollover is so this is when you're in profit. If you're out of profit, meaning below the line like here, and you need more time, you'll get this little clock, and that's called rollover. So for 30% of your trade value, meaning about 30 cents, you get to extend the time if you need more time. So I'm gonna do that on purpose. I'm gonna roll it over here. And I actually had seen that was a pretty cool bar, so I'm gonna just take another one on purpose. This is just for fun. If I lose them, it's okay. We didn't look at the indicators very much. All I'm going off of was this old candle, the wick. We went off of that, seeing if it would respect it. On my indicators, I'm seeing there's a chance that it will go up. So if I need more time, I could roll over my top entry or the bottom one if needed. It should be going back up. So it's not going up yet on my top entry, so I'm gonna roll it over one more time. Oh, if wanted to find another level, and it's kind of late to roll that one. I mean, it could spike up there, but okay, that's okay. It'll probably, let's see. It came down to this random level. Again, that's, if I would have taken this original at a 3 minute, maybe it would do something, because we didn't analyze it on the 5, but it's okay. Make sure and leave a comment and like this video if you're understanding it. I mean, this is just a quick, simple little rundown of how to use a broker, how to look at a chart, what I look for, and how you see it's possible to take trades in the financial markets. So again, a couple dollars does not hurt one bit, because we did not fully analyze. So what I'm going to do here is, I had that strong bullish engulfing candle on the 5 minute. That's the level I really want. Oops. And now it would have went up. So again, this is just this is just a matter of timing. I mean, I did take 1 minute entries. I normally don't take 1 minute entries without fully analyzing. And you guys are probably saying, wow, this guy just literally traded, took 2 trades and lost both. Well, there's a couple things I could do to show you that we could win one without issue. Okay, let's see where that wick was. I'm going to show you guys a little trick on what I do. Let's see. In case you guys are wondering what I'm doing here, I'm actually finding a Fibonacci level on the 1 minute, and I'm going to take a riskier trade, and I'm just gonna, well, not riskier, but it's a little bit more. Let's do $5, and I'm going to change the time period to 2 minutes. Fixed time off. Oh, this fixed time just means, do you literally want a full 2 minutes, or a 2 minute that So it's like on a clock, on a timer, and after, if your fixed time off, the 2-minute timer will go from 2 minutes all the way to 1 minute, depending on where you catch it. It could be a minute 30 seconds, a minute 40 seconds. Okay, so I'm looking for 53. There you go, 2 minutes. And what was I looking for? I was looking for the 618 area on the Fibonacci. And again, all these, they'll come later. I'll show you them. So we took that for 2 minutes, and currently it is in profit. And usually I don't trade this type of 1 minute trading, 2 minute trading until the evening, only because the morning hours here on Mountain Standard Time are horrible for trading. I mean, not horrible, but to find an entry can be somewhat difficult sometimes. So I primarily do this 2-minute strategy. Actually in the evening. So again, we look for a Fibonacci level that I love. So we got the 0.5 Fibonacci level, and now it's going to probably go back. It's the 45-minute marker. So this is not going to, let's see, well, yeah, so that's how come I don't like the 2-minute trades during the morning hours, because you'll get random spikes. So every 15 minutes, market reverses at a certain time. So I'm looking now for this level, 65. Did it get that high? No. Okay. So now we are down $8. Oh geez, what do we do now? Well, I have to find a level that's going to help me make that back, if possible. The 45, so again, the 15-minute increments, that's where market does little reversals. So let's see here. Let's see. Actually, I shouldn't be taking a trade that big on this video, maybe because this is supposed to be for educational purposes only. Let's see. I got a strong rejection area there. All I'm doing now is just looking for a potential trade. Now I'm not gonna chase that money that we just lost on the first two were just examples of rollovers. Now all I'm doing is looking for the best area to make that back. And I think if I go to 3 minutes, it's not going to spike me out so easily. Let's see. I got wick in both, so I'm just gonna take a 3-minute here. It may go up to my final fib level here. Because it could respect the 786, and it usually does. Once it hits one Fibonacci level, it'll overextend really quick, and then it'll find another one. And if you're going on a downtrend or an uptrend, you'll just be able to identify certain Fibonacci levels that are super important, that it's just gonna react. It doesn't matter what the currency strength is. Whoa, look at that. Okay, so currently we are in the winning side of the trade. And that's a very, very good sign when you see big bearish engulfing candles, that that's where price wants to go, is to stay down. However, I haven't hit the top of this Bollinger Band yet. So if I go out of profit, then I start to understand what level respected. Yeah, see, so it hasn't hit the top of the Bollinger Band yet, but being that its tendency wants to go down, I will roll this one. Because again, the timing is really, really weird now on in the morning, well, the late morning. Let's see, what was our entry price? Our entry, also known as our strike price. Our strike price was 762. So I'm gonna just mark my chart here. Oops. Okay, 762, and I'm gonna make this red. Oops. Go here, red. That's just to tell me where my entry is. And I rolled it to give me a little bit more time, because this is a magical number here, the 618. I extended my Fibonacci levels because it didn't respect certain levels when I went candle to candle on the previous. So what I did was I went all the way to the end of the wicks to give me a true value of where my Fibonacci is acting off of. So before, I had the top of my Fibonacci, I had it here, but being that it was not landing in a correct zone or level, what I did was I went to the top of the wick, which was right here on this one. That was the last high, and I go to the bottom here, which was acting as the floor, right? And right now we have a huge bearish engulfing candle. So engulfing meaning the price action of this candle just dropped below all the moves of these candles. So when you have a bearish engulfing candle, your next candle will go blue, but it meets at least half of this last candle and continues to drop. But as long as it stays below our 762 level, we will clear that trade. And again, the first two trades we took, well, it was just to show you what a rollover is and how it works. So the second one was I had a bad Fibonacci level marked up, and I took it I took it prematurely at a level I shouldn't have, and it's kind of hard when you're just trying to show, and then you lose 2-3 trades, and again, they were very, very small trades. One was for $1, the other one was for, I think, $1.60 or $1.30, something like that. And then I drew up my charts, I gave a fib level, and it didn't go the right way, and that's okay. I mean, in trading, that's going to happen all the time. It's going to happen all the time that sometimes you just don't get the levels you want. So right here, what I'm looking at on the 1 minute time frame is a little bit of support here. It hit the bottom of the Bollinger Band. It could start working its way up there. But earlier, what we're looking at on the 5 minute, I had a level here, which was pretty good on this extension level. This extension level is an important level in the Fibonacci. I just drew up the Fibonacci levels just now. Okay, earlier I was going off of price action, drawing support, resistance, going off of previous bullish and bearish engulfing candles, and that's where I drew this blue line. Now that I did a Fibonacci, well, voila, look at that. Ended up right on a Fibonacci level. So let's see where we're at on our trade here. Oh, great timing, $34. So yeah, that was awesome. So what we took a $15 trade. We had to roll it over. Well, I rolled it over. I guess I didn't have to, but I took a 3-minute trade. Price spiked up because I had taken the 62. Yeah, I had taken the 62. Somewhere around right here. I took this level right here. Price went up but dropped, and we were doing good. Price went up and I'm like, oh shoot, I was at a Fibonacci level, but it went to the next level. I'm gonna roll it over. I need just a little more time, and boom, down. So not only did we win this trade, but we were profitable on this trade, but we were actually were so profitable that we made up those last 3 trades that we had lost. So at the end of the day, we made more money. Okay, so $34, and that was a 3-minute fixed time off. You're averaging about a 2.5-minute trade. I roll it over, depending what's left on that counter, it could actually give you 2 minutes to another 3 minutes. So within 5 minutes, we made, at least, let me see what this is at. What's the percentage at? 75%. 75%. So at $10 would have been $7.50, 15. So we actually, we made a profit overall on the past trades and the current ones. So good. And now what we'll do here, I'm sorry, the music went down. I like listening to music as I analyze. So currently we're ahead for the morning. And again, this is only for educational purposes. I will be doing live videos shortly, but I just wanted to show you guys what I look for. Just, good areas, how a broker works, how I'm able to make an income from home. And again, I'd love to pull up my main trading accounts where it's much more, but being that videos that show anything to do with trading are watched by the SEC, people in charge of regulating financial markets, you really can't do that. So, oh geez, that would have been another good entry. See, so so I can't show that my main account where it's much more, but you saw, just that one trade that was $15, you rolled it over. It was probably an $18 trade. It cleared at $34, $35. That's not bad. I mean, there's certainly, what most people don't understand is someone literally has to go to work every single day to make, $12, $10 an hour, when in 5 minutes we did that. Okay, now if you would have minus the first 3 trades that were out of example, or the first 2 were the dollar trades, those are just out of an example, just to show you how to roll over and how it works. Without that one, and without the $5 one that I just didn't mark correctly, that's in 5 minutes, someone literally has to go to work and work more than an hour to clear that, right? So, this is a great opportunity on learning how to trade, and I know it looks really difficult, but right now, as you notice, like what I was talking about is, making a certain percentage a day, which I like to go for 3% if all possible. So let's go over the compound interest plan. So what I look for is daily compounding. Now, say you start an account at $1,000 and every day you want to go up 3%. Okay, well, how long do you want to trade? It's up to you. So let's just go, I think it's 250 actual trading days a year, or like business days, because the markets do close on Friday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time and don't open till Sunday 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So we don't include weekends. We do not deduct. Now, prepare to have your mind blown. So having $1,000 in a bank account at, let's start here first, 0.01. Your account will have grown by $25 roughly for the year. $25 for a whole year. Every day it gains 10 cents maybe. Maybe that's even, maybe it's correct, maybe it's not. But $25. That's the interest rate that I personally have one of my bank accounts in, which I don't like keeping money in the bank. I transfer it when I need it or need to withdraw. Uh-oh, we're getting an alarm. Ooh, 3 minutes. Oh, prices moving. Oh boy. Okay, well, that didn't work. It's a good thing anyway. The 12 o'clock hour really moved that price down. So where's it going? I would say it's probably gonna go here. So the broker will time you out after a certain amount of time of inactivity, just so you know someone doesn't go around and take trades you didn't want to take. So we're outside the Bollinger Band. I need to remove this just for a second. I'll put it right back. Okay, what am I gonna do here? I'm sorry guys, I'll get right back to the compound plan. I just, for legal purposes, can't show true numbers. Okay, I'll move this back. Okay, let me minimize this really quick. So I already preset it for 10 minutes. Now what am I looking for? I'm looking for that area, which was a good area. I can't see it though. Oh, 670. 670. So I'm looking for the 675 minutes. Oops. There you go. 670 for 5 minutes. Let's see. Oof. Is it going? Super, super close. That was my fault. I'm being picky as usual. Okay. So if you see this bullish engulfing candle, it used that level. Darn it. Okay, it's all right. There's always another trade. That's one thing you need to understand is if you don't get the level you wanted, if I said, oh man, I missed it, I'm gonna take it here. That's not the level we're looking for. There's a chance that you can lose that trade for taking the wrong entry. And then what happens? Oh, it's still not in my favor, I'm gonna roll it over. And guess what happens? It still goes out of your range. Still goes out of profit. So if you didn't get the level you wanted, don't worry about it. It's okay. There's always another trade down the road. So again, we're at our so 3% a day. That's pretty modest right there. And we're doing it for 250 days, 250 business days. All you need is a few good trades, a few good setups every day, and we'll calculate it. Look at what it does. Oh my goodness. How do traders make money? That is the true number of what you can make. How do you do that? How can you take $1,000 and make it 1.6 million? That's just crazy, you know? Well, it's crazy if you don't believe it can happen. So, this is the magic of compound interest. So this is the 8th wonder of the world, as Albert Einstein said. So your first day you make $30. The next day you make $30.90. Next day, $31.83. And see, your account just goes up. Very modest. It's not hard. I mean, really, you just need to make $30 a day. Is it that hard? No. It's not. That price is actually at my entry. This is a little bit riskier, but I didn't. Oh, darn it, I did. That's not what I was supposed to do. But it's okay. I got an entry at 81. That's not what I wanted. But I have indicators telling me I have a good chance that it will go in my favor. If it doesn't, oh well. Okay. This is what I will do to see if it was a good choice or not. I mean, ideally I wanted it right at the blue level, but by the time I hit the button, it had already left. Oops. Come on. Okay, so what I do here is I just do my Fibonacci level, and I really like where it went. So is there a chance that it's going to go up? I believe so. I really do believe it's going to go up. It might go to 663. Okay, so I want to take one right there for 5 minutes. And if need be, I will roll over my top entry, because it should be reacting off of that level, which is a very strong level. What was my top entry? 81. Oh geez, that was higher than what I wanted. So 81. I need price to be above that blue line, above this line. And I feel pretty confident because that's a very, very strong level. It could overextend and that's okay. But I have very minimal time, so I'm gonna roll this. The 668 is pretty good. And again, these wicks were not random. It could also come all the way down here to the 100%, and that's okay. But being on how strong a pair could get can tell me a big story. So I'm gonna roll, let's see, 52. I don't believe I need more than 2. Okay, so I do need to roll that one. I'm at the 100% level there, and this is my last entry here. So I have 3 trades. Ugh, jeez, it keeps doing that, my bad. So I have an entry at that top one. I have an entry right here when it was at the 886. Excuse me. I need an up arrow, so we show you. So I know my bottom entry, which is right here at the 100% of the Fibonacci level, I know that one's in profit currently, which it is. I need to check now my expiration time. So 13, I end at 20, and 19, it should start working its way up. And what's good for this is, remember those 15-minute intervals that I was talking about. The 15 minutes coming up. So the chances are really, really good that that price is just going to reverse and go straight back up. And there's a couple of other things that really tells me there's a good chance. So what I know is in this area is a good trend, a broken trend. So what I do is I just make a little line like this. I'm gonna make it to where you can see it. So every time price would go up, hit this level, bounce back up, go up, hit this level. Now it dropped below it. Well, what happens? Well, usually you find your strongest support for a continuation of the downside. And that's where this exponential moving average is. It's right there. So price will go back up. It's just gonna be a matter of timing. Let's see, 20 and 19. Okay, here's our 15-minute candle, and it is going blue, which is very, very good. Remember, we have an entry up here and an entry here. Our one down here, let's see, it still hasn't gone yet. Price is at 652. It's taking a little bit. So our first entry is doing really well. Things considered. I only have 4 minutes, so I'm gonna roll the top entry. Again, that wasn't the price I wanted in the first place, but I believe that price will work its way up. I only have a couple minutes to make a decision on this 886 level, and I'm more than confident it's gonna get up there, but how long will it take? I am not super sure, but I do know it's going up. 5.9, I'm only 9 points out of profit, 3 points out of profit. There it goes, come on. 2 points out of profit. There it is at that level. Kind of respected it. Now I just want it to fly up above it, because I know it wants to go up. It's just all a matter of timing. So I am going to give that one a little bit more time before the rollover function won't let me clear it. See details at turbotax.com. Let's see. Oh, come on. Sometimes this currency likes to be really stubborn. But that's why we have the rollover function for Fibonacci levels. That 8.1, I really didn't care for that entry, because remember I wanted it here, somewhere in this range, but I accidentally took that one. Okay, so our bottom entry should be clearing now. See, and that's how come I really don't like daytime or like trading at this time of the day, because currencies get super stubborn. Okay, so there's entry. Our last entry just cleared. Now we have two open. We have 668 and 681. Okay. Ooh, look at that move. Oh, there you go. There you go. So currently we're in profit on our second entry, and we're waiting for price to continue to go to the upside. So again, we had that trend line up there, and we're looking for a support line. Okay, so that was a great level here. So I'm thinking it might go into this range. Right about here, it's going to go up to this range, to the 618. It'll go up there and then probably start working its way back down to continue a trend. So currently both of our trades are in profit. We just needed to hold out for another few minutes. We got about 4 minutes left on our top entry, 5 on our bottom entry. And guys, this is super important. Right now this isn't the best time for trading, mind you, because it's just been wicking all morning. That's what mornings do. It just wicks a lot. So it makes finding the right area a little bit difficult. So right now we're still in profit, but I don't like that it keeps wicking right at my top level, because as you see, the rollover function's now done. It won't let me roll over because it's less than a third of the time left. Now what I need is a big push up within the next couple of minutes. If we could have that happen, that would be amazing. It's back in profit. Come on, just hold it out for a few more minutes. See, and all I want is for it to, oh geez, it's really moving. It's just to hold the level. Just to hold that level, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna come up here. It could come even up to just a little bit above it before it starts working its way down, because it made a common trading pattern, which is known as a bearish flag. We'll get into that later, but currently I am in profit. I just needed to hold it out for another 3-4 minutes on each one. I'm really hoping it does. The thing that concerns me is I have that 700 institutional level, and it's going to want to respect it. For how long? It could be at least a couple minutes, but as long as it stays above my 81, we're in good shape. So I have indicators telling me that price is supposed to still keep going up, because that's the direction it's going in. However, this is a level, nonetheless, an institutional level, and it may want to respect that price, which I'm still in profit. I just needed to hold it out a little bit longer. If it could just go up here and stay up here, would be amazing. But again, that institutional level is just really strong. It wants to respect it. You see, it goes up to it and it wants to respect it. And I am out of profit on that top entry. All I needed to do is just to go back up and hold out that level. If it could just hold it out. Because it's respecting that 700. When it went up there, it just came back down, and I knew that was going to happen, which is why I didn't like that top entry. It's not a level I really care for at all. So I just have about a minute or so for it to just shoot up there. Even though everything's telling me it's going up, it still respects those levels. So, oh, come on, let's go. I mean, one big push up. That's all we need, is just a big push up. And again, this level was not the one I wanted. I didn't want that level. I've even had to roll it over twice, when, if you saw my bottom entry, it was, I never rolled it over, because that was the best entry possible. This one was a pretty good entry right here, the 668, because of that bullish engulfing candle. So good, we just cleared our top entry with 2 rollovers. And all we needed to do is hold out for a little bit longer. So this one was a success. So I know for future reference, I'm going to make a little check mark. That one went in our way. That 700 level is so strong though. All I need to do is just hold out a little longer. If it could just retrace back up just for a little bit. Because again, the indicators are still saying it's going up. It's just been respecting that 700 institutional level. And we will be Gucci. So let's see what we got here. Just got another few seconds. Just a few more seconds. If we could just hold it out, price could just go back up or stay right there where it's at, and we clear that, we will be good to go. Perfect. So we just cleared this one also. Oh, where am I at? So we cleared this one. So we cleared 3 trades. Okay, we just cleared 3 trades, 2 in double rollovers. So this is just an educational video. It's just to show you how you can make money on a good session, and this is a great session. However, this isn't my ideal time. So let's go back to your compound interest plan. Well, day 1 you needed to make $30. You guys saw I made more than $30 within this session. Actually way more, but that's it. You're done for the day. Come back tomorrow, look for some good setups, or like for me, I could come back this evening, find some amazing setups and make tomorrow's percentage, or maybe tomorrow and maybe a couple days. But you want to stay disciplined when you're first learning, and if you make those $30, you would be good for that day. So this is the way your compound interest plan goes. And it's just showing you the 5 days of the week. That's showing you as your account is growing. And one of my mentors is amazing. He always said, if you stay small enough, long enough, you will be big enough soon enough. And I absolutely love that saying. I absolutely do. And the reason is it seems like, oh, $50 in one day, oh, come on. Well, what savings account was going to pay you that in the first place? Second of all, you're not going out and working in trenches, bagging groceries, being a cashier, being a cop, or whatever it is that you do. You don't need to go anywhere to have this happen. Okay, so $50 a day, 64 in this week, 66 to 75. Again, if you stay small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough. What could happen by July 4th? Again, we're still in June. By the 4th of July, you could be making $952 a day. Pretty much what your account was once at. And your account is that. Okay, what's another good day? Let's just go to somewhere at the beginning of fall. What's fall? September, somewhere there. September, October. Let's see Halloween. Halloween, 11,000 in one day. Again, you're just making the same percentage you made today. I just showed you, we probably went 5% today. You know, at least 4%, 5%. That was even more than what we needed to make. And I know all these lines look, intimidating. They really do. It did for me. It really did. Till I learned what I was looking for. So I'm going to erase this. I don't need that. Don't need that. So now I'm going to delete. Oops. Delete. So that was my session for the morning. And again, there's always opportunities, guys. Like that 8-1 level we took, that was not a good level to take. It just, the only reason I rolled it over is based off of technical analysis, certain fundamental, thoughts or actions that I know of. that I knew that I had a chance for it clearing. And you guys saw how close it was. It was out of profit the last, few seconds, and then it just went back in and held it out. But that's why I say, if you don't get the entry you want, you're going to struggle with it and potentially lose. And we don't want to do that, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys are interested in how to learn how to trade and continue learning with me, reach out to me. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.